how you doing? So we're going to talk about the heart today. Going to talk about the big four when it comes to cardiac health and the causes of heart attack, and how the fifth one is not mentioned, is not covered nearly enough, which is stress. And that's I'll explain to you how stress affects the heart, and also how it can contribute to myocardial infarction, heart attack, and also what you can do about it. So, right, the traditional big four when it comes to heart disease, you've got high blood pressure. So if you're running a high blood pressure constantly, it's going to lead to arterial stenosis, the stiffening of the veins. It's also going to be, it's damaging to the blood vessels, and you run in a greater risk of a heart attack, a cardiac event in general, or a stroke. The second one would be high cholesterol. So if the cholesterol is high, then the plaques can build up in the arteries. So we all know heart attack is caused when the arteries that supply the heart with its blood supply, they become blocked, or a plaque builds up. That's heart disease. The plaque bursts, that clots, it forms a block. Then you've got your heart attack, your myocardial infarction. So obviously a build-up of cholesterol, you used to think it was the LDL cholesterol exclusively, that was the bad cholesterol. Now, later research is sort of saying that it's the ratio between the LDL and the HDL that's the issue, but we won't get into the weeds on that one. If you have excess cholesterol, a lot of cholesterol that's not managed, and you have heart disease, and you've had a heart condition in the past or a heart attack in the past, then excess cholesterol is not good. You don't want it. That can lead to further problems. So that's two. The third one would be diabetes. So diabetes, certainly that's going to damage the blood vessels. It's going to damage the nerves around the heart as well as the wider body as well. But that can lead to cardiac problems. It's a big risk factor. Obviously, those that are diabetic, certainly type 2 diabetes, it's very much linked to lifestyle. It's very much linked to the hip to waist ratio. So the rounder someone is around the middle, more likely are to be heading towards type 2 diabetes, be diabetic or pre-diabetic, which is going to damage the heart. It's going to put excess strain on the heart. The other one, the fourth one, is of course smoking. Smoking is so damaging for your whole body, not just your heart, but smoking is going to cause vasoconstriction, which means the narrowing. It's going to cause the veins to constrict, which is going to push the blood pressure up. So then, with smoking, you're constricting the blood vessels, increasing the blood pressure, and obviously if there's any plaque or there's anything inside the vein that's furring it up, what you don't want to crush the vein and send the blood pressure up, because you're increasing the risk of bursting one of those plaques, moving some gubbins around that's going to cause a blockage and cause further issues. So stress, how can stress feed into this and make this whole situation worse? Well, obviously, fight or flight, when you move into a fight and flight state of mind, a stressed state of mind, you're working from the sympathetic nervous system, which is designed to get us out of dodge, designed to get us out of trouble. It's a beautiful thing, but you don't want to live there. So if you're chronically stressed, if you've got unregulated stress, that's going to be pushing the blood pressure up. That's going to be causing vasoconstriction as well. So you can see how all these things feed into each other. If you're stressed, so then you go and have a cigarette, you're further constricting the blood vessel, you're further increasing that blood pressure, you're further increasing your risk. Likewise, with diabetes, you might have a very sweet tooth, and your way of dealing with stress may well be comfort eating, emotional eating. We all do that. You know, we get a bit, or it's very common, I should say, you know, you get a bit worked up, you get a bit anxious. Oh, I'll have a biscuit, or I'll have a donut, you know, and that's going to spike your blood sugar. It's going to damage the heart further. The other way that stress can directly affect your heart is that, now this fascinates me. So like I say, when you're in fight or flight, you're ready to literally fight or run away. Your body's very clever because it thinks, I might get hurt here. So with that stress response, with that dump of adrenaline, and when you move into that sympathetic fight or flight state of mind, your body also releases a chemical that assists with clotting, which makes sense, right? If you were going to do battle, if you were going to fight, there was a risk that you'd get clawed by a tiger or you'd get cut by an adversary back in the day. You're going to bleed. So you want to be able to clot your blood quicker to enhance your chances of survival. Wonderful, great in the short term. But if you've already got a blocked artery, you've already got the blood pressure going up, and then you drop in to that mix a highly stressful situation that's going to add to the clotting of the blood inside that blood vessel, you can see how that can completely occlude the vessel, completely occlude the artery, which would lead to a heart attack. So unregulated stress is a phenomenal contributor to cardiac disease, and it's also one of the things that really hinders cardiac recovery. So obviously, if you've had a heart attack, it's phenomenally stressful. It's one of the most stressful things you can go through. And really, the best cure after a heart attack, or even before a heart attack, prevention is better than cure, obviously. But either side of this, whether you've got heart disease or feel your lifestyle is contributing to heart disease, or you're on the other side where you've actually had a heart attack and you're looking to recover from that, managing your stress is not just a woo-woo nice to have. It's essential. It's as essential as giving up smoking. It's as essential as managing your diet. It's as essential as managing your blood pressure. Yet it's not really covered. We give it a cursory kind of, oh, manage your stress post-heart attack. But what we negate is the fact that a lot of the things we rely on as humans to reduce our stress, emotional eating, smoking, maybe drinking a bit too much, which is in turn going to spike your blood sugar again. All these things that we're offered by society to reduce stress are actually contributing to the problem. So what I can offer is a chance to deal with the stress directly, breathing techniques to relax you in an instant, and also therapeutic techniques to deal with the deeper core of the stress, the deeper core of anxiety, to be able to move you from that sympathetic fight or flight state into a parasympathetic state of the nervous system very quickly, very effectively. I'll catch you later. I look forward to hearing from you. More of your health is in your hands than you realise. Take your power back.